You still thinking about what the scientists told us? About where Renans really come from?
I am, but not for myself.
You're worried about the future of the Renan people.
The fact that our people have been the same this whole time will only give the Dahnans further reason to resent us.
But you still intend to confront this truth head-on, don't you?
Well, I did declare that I would live my life for the living, and not the dead. Even as I dream of retirement, I shall remain dedicated to the cause.
I'm sure you'll do great.
Now that I think about it, I don't believe I've ever heard you criticize or reproach us Renans even once.
I'm no saint. I have skeletons in my closet too. There was definitely a time when I hated Renans for who they were. I hated them just for being Renan. But you changed that, Dohalim. You gave me an opportunity to see them in a different light. Thanks to your reforms, we were able to stand next to Renans not as slaves, but as equals for the first time in our lives. Of course, I'm sure there were some Renans who still hated us on the inside. But we knew that not all of you were like that. There were those of you who were good, and that was a start. When it comes down to it, Renans are just people. They can be good or bad, just like Dahnans.
That is, in essence, the heart of your approach, isn't it? That we're all people.
Yeah, it is. When you can pull someone aside and talk to them one-on-one, then you have the chance to come to an understanding. But as soon as you stereotype, that chance goes away, and you stop thinking of them as people that you can relate to.
I understand what you're saying, but we're talking about massive numbers of Renans and Dahnans alike. Realistically speaking, surely they won't all be able to get along.
Even if we end up butting heads with one person, maybe we'll find better luck among their friends. If we can build a society that works like that, that'll be something worth nurturing and protecting.
So you wish for people to form real bonds and do away with the hierarchy outright? To deal with one another as humans, and nothing more? That's the ideal future you hope to see when this is all over?
Yes, I do. I think it would make for a fine tribute to my brother's legacy. Though, that said, I would be doing it for the people of the future first and foremost. Do you still plan to return to Lenegis when this is over?
Indeed I do. I don't know whether I'll be able to reside in Lenegis proper, however. My first order of business may be to find somewhere to live.
You'll always have a home in Menancia, you know.
As I shall ever keep in mind.
Well, if you ever need a helping hand, don't hesitate to come get me. I'll always be there for you, Doe.
Did you just... Never mind. Thank you, Kisara. I appreciate your patience as I work all this out.
Don't even mention it. And really, when you think about it, now that we know the two of us aren't so different after all, don't you think that brings down a barrier that used to be between us?
You know, I hadn't actually thought of it that way before. But I do like the sound of it.
Yeah, I think I do too.
Hey, why'd you call me here? Was there something you wanted to talk about?
Well, if everything we've heard about the Great Spirit is true, then we're getting close to our final battle. So I wanted to apologize while I can.
Apologize? For what?
I was being real stupid before, about whether Dana's will had been controlling us and all that. I get why you're angry now. Anybody would be if something they trusted was being questioned. So, I'm sorry, Rinwell. Really. I should have kept my mouth shut.
No, Law. Honestly, I think you might have been onto something. Of course you were worried. Who wouldn't be if they found out there might be some invisible force pulling our strings this whole time?
But you really trust Dana's will, don't you? Is it because you can sense it a lot more than the rest of us? Because you can understand it?
Yeah, I think that might be part of it. But I think I also want to believe it's good.
Believe?
Remember how I used to really resent coming from a family of mages?
Yeah, of course. Because you were always on the run and had to live in hiding.
When we rescued Zephyr and I finally decided to come along with you all, something changed inside me. It was the first time I felt like my powers had any meaning, even if that meaning was only helping you guys fight. Then, when I felt Dana's will, I was overwhelmed by how vast and warm it was. It made me want to believe my powers were made to connect with it. It made me believe I had a bigger purpose.
So that's why you hope it doesn't turn out to be bad. You almost need it to be kind.
Yeah.
Well, alright. Then I promise I'll lay off bad-mouthing it.
You will?
There's no way for me to know for sure one way or the other, right? But you trust it, Rinwell, and that's enough for me. So I'll trust it because you do.
Remember what I said about neither planet's great spirit reaching us here?
Yeah?
That's not quite true. I can feel just a little bit of Rena's inside you and everyone else.
You... what?
I sensed it when we first got here. It's a really small amount, so it doesn't feel like it has a will of its own. But I think that's how Dana's energy probably is too.
So you're saying there's a little bit of Dana's will inside each of us? In a way, doesn't that mean we're all Dana's will?
What?
Well, like you said, unless Dana's energy comes together, it has no will. So if we all have a little bit of Dana's astral energy inside us...
Yeah, maybe...
Heverick 35 might know the answer. But, you know what? I don't need to ask it. My will is my own. I fight for who I want to fight for. That's who I am now. Who I've become. So thanks, Rinwell, for sharing that with me.
Ah.
To be honest, the only reason I was suspicious of Dana's will... well, I mean, it mostly was... I feel like you and I had grown apart lately, and I was worried it was because...
Huh?
Never mind. Nothing. Just forget about it.
Huh? No, what were you saying?
Saying? I don't remember
Come
saying
on.
anything.
Now you won't tell me what you were
No,
thinking?
that's not what I'm saying.
Then spit it out already.
You sure you don't want to get some rest?
I can't. I've got too much on my mind. Especially knowing how close our last battle is. How are you doing, Xion?
Same as you, still trying to absorb everything.
Remember when it was so simple? We were only fighting all the lords on Dana? All of that feels like a lifetime ago, doesn't it?
Ages and ages ago. Everything that's happened since we first met. So many fights, so much chaos, so many wonderful people.
If I hadn't run into you that day, well, I wouldn't have met all of you. I never would have held the blazing sword or looked for something more. I wouldn't have my memories back. I'd still be a faceless slave, like as not long dead.
Hey, Alphen. I want you to promise me something.
Yeah?
If we can't find the Renis Alma, there's something I want you to do. Like Hevrecht 35 said, the only way we can end the Great Spirit for good is to go after both the main body in Rena and the thorns in me. I need you to promise me, Alphen, that if for some reason we can't get the Renis Alma back, you'll use the Blazing Sword to destroy the Great Spirit, and me along with it.
Huh?
It's true the Blazing Sword may not have the strength of the Renis Alma, but it's taken us this far. It's slain lords and beasts. At the very least, it has to be worth a try.
You can't be serious. Have you forgotten everything
Listen,
that we've...
the Great Spirit isn't just our problem. It's a threat to our entire world. Renans and Dahnans alike. We don't know what's going to happen when we face it, but we need to be prepared for anything. We can't second-guess ourselves when the time comes. I promise you, I'm not planning on going anywhere. I'm prepared to fight with absolutely everything I've got. But if it comes down to it, I need you to be prepared too.
Okay. But you should know that I'm not going to give up on you, Shionne. I'm going to fight this until the very end. I hope you can forgive me for that.
Alphen. Okay, I understand. And I'll forgive you.
Thank you, Shionne.
So it's a promise then?
Yeah, it's a promise.
I remember how I felt the first time you touched me. My thorns made any contact a mistake no one would ever make twice. After they'd seen what could happen, fear would always linger behind their eyes. In my entire life, I never had someone willingly reach out to me. But when you reached out to me and gently took my hand, you didn't react at all. It was so easy for you. I don't have words for the shock I felt in that moment.
That's because I couldn't feel pain back then.
Even once you could, though, you still chose to keep reaching out to me. And when you did, I felt this warmth that I had never known before. But still, I hate having to see you suffer through it every time you do.
You won't have to worry about that for much longer.
You think so?
I do, because Shionne,
No. You can tell me once my thorns are gone. Okay?
Yeah. Okay. Everybody get enough rest? We ready for this?
Yeah, we should probably get moving.
Agreed. Can't stand around waiting all day.
Our task is relatively straightforward. We need only descend down to Rena, defeat the Great Spirit, and restore stability to both worlds.
We're fighting for a new future for both Dahna and Rena.
Right. We've come this far. We will save our worlds. That's a promise.
Then let's go, everybody. We've got one last wall to tear down.
Repairs on your starship are complete. Everything is in working order.
Is that you, Hevrek 35? You can see us from where you are?
I can. I can see anywhere within the bounds of Dake Faisal.
Sounds like someone's a peeping Tom.
Maybe we should give Hevrect 35 a break. It has been stuck in this tiny facility for a very, very long time.
I have unlocked all functions on your starship. You can now make use of its warp drive.
Warp drive? Wait, you mean like what the Red Women used on us? What brought us here?
It's possible that the Red Women may have found a way to activate it on the starship. They are Helganquil, after all.
Using the warp drive, you should be able to breach Rena's atmosphere without being detected.
Wait, should?
You'll need to be careful. Due to the force field surrounding Rena, the ship will be unable to go any further than the surface of the planet.
So, once we reach the shell, it appears we'll have to infiltrate the core by foot. Understood.
We gotta go all the way down just walking?
Will all the Helganquil go back to normal once we defeat the Great Spirit? I have a strange feeling we're going to have to fight them before this is all over.
The extinction of my people is inevitable at this stage. As such, it would be illogical to risk the success of the mission in a vain attempt to save my kind.
We understand.
Can't that thing lighten up a bit? Everything it says seems to be about what's illogical.
Well, come on, Doe.
Hold up, did you just...
You heard the lady. Get going.
I have one last question.
What?
As Sovereign, your identification number indicates that you are well past your predicted life expectancy. Similarly, the Maiden lacks any identification number, as her function should have been rendered unnecessary. Despite this, the two of you continue to exist. Why?
We exist because others have entrusted this to us. Over the years, many people have come together and sworn to see this through to the end.
You mean it is because of multiple chance interactions? The likelihood of such events is statistically improbable. Why have you two continued to persist under these conditions?
It's hard to explain. To be honest, I don't think it's something an observer could understand. All right, time to get back on the Fall Knights.
It would appear that our Helganquil host really has fulfilled its end of the bargain.
You know what that means. Time to go to Rena.
I guess this means we should give that warp drive a spin.
there's nothing here. This weird ocean we're surrounded by just stretches out everywhere. Is this really where the Helganquil come from?
I don't sense even a trace of astral energy. This world is dead.
Then this must be the Hollowing.
You mean to tell me this whole world, the entire ocean is that stuff?
And it's covering everything. The entire planet.
This is what the Great Spirit does. After it depleted this planet of every last speck of astral energy, it went after Dana.
So arresting. This world of doom.
Back in its day, Rena was probably just as vibrant as Dana is. But after being robbed of its astral energy for so long, those days are gone and past. This is all that will remain.
So the Great Spirit took everything. It stole energy not just from living beings, but the land, the sea, everything.
And it bound the Helganquil in servitude, until their whole world was nothing but this. And by the looks of it, that's how it remains to this day. A world of death and emptiness.
With nothing left here to consume, the Great Spirit turned its sights on Dana, looking for another host.
You're saying if we don't stop it, this is what Dana's going to look like?
We can be sure that even these few remaining remnants of Renan life will not be spared in the end.
If the oblivion and darkness both Shion and Naori saw comes to pass, nothing will survive. It looks like we can climb down from there. Let's take a look.
So this is Rena. This is where everything began. Yet it's a dead world?
I won't let Dana suffer the same fate, ever. Looks like we've warped into that pit of astral energy.
Helganquil!
Guess they don't need their Red Woman disguises anymore.
Wait, can you understand us?
It's no use. We're not going to get through to them.
So they really are being controlled. In that case, we've got no choice.
I knew there was something off here!
They're not pulling punches. We have no choice but to defeat them at their own game.
Take this!
No further!
Hurricane Foot!
Shattering this one pieces! Attack time!
You're critical!
Now you see what I can do!
Hurricane Foot!
This one!
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that.
Here's your mind! Freeze Lancer! Purge Malevolence! Vertical! This one's not! Flame of Fury! Illuminate the dark!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malika!
This one ready to go!
Far enough!
Steel Lightning Descent! Thunder! nearly done for.
This one's mine!
Here!
You are in
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here, let me help. Hurricane
This one's all mine!
First aid!
Ha! Burn!
Here I go!
Can't get out of this! Raining! Demon Fang! Shockwave Blast! Here I come!
Appreciate the help.
I'm not done!
Here, let me help.
I'm not done!
Let the way!
Raining Blast!
Piercing roar! Now!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone!
Alphen.
I can't forgive them for what they've done, but I hate killing them. They don't even know why they're fighting. How does that even make them any different from the Dahnan slaves?
Perhaps. However, if we don't make a choice, the guilt of not doing anything will be that much worse.
Yeah, I know. I hate for it to be like this. But if it happens again, you won't find me hesitating to act.
I wonder if we're going to get attacked again.
If we lose heart now, this whole mission is over. We have to stay the course.
This won't be easy. Don't be such a pessimist. You're all water. Hear my
Demon Fang!
Hurricane strike! Here goes! Don't mind if I do. Mega ray!
Damn it! Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Raging storm! Hurricane now! Astral energy! Full throttle! A flawless victory.
I'm not done!
Naturally down.
Escape!
One more!
Mirage! Here I come!
This one's
No
mine!
further! No escape!
Piercing roar!
Hurricane! Shield!
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action! My turn! Take this! No escape! Stardust! Mirage! Scorching Alpha! It's on!
Flaming meteor!
Eat this!
Inferno crossing! This one's mine!
Ready!
Between heaven and
Here!
earth! A wheeling dance of lightning!
Leave the target to me! I'm not done!
Glacial
Ready,
spear!
fly!
Pierce evil!
Ready and railing!
Now you see what I can do.
Crescent moon!
Stardust!
Make it rain! Run well!
Demons descend! Flashing fang!
Having astral arts must be tremendous.
They're not all that great, really.
Just imagine. Tornado Duster! Pinewood Polish!
They can do more than remove stains, you know.
Is this a dead end?
It appears this whole room functions as an elevator. That apparatus there is likely what's used to control it.
What the? Where did they come from?
Less worry, more action. Concentrate.
It's on!
Fall into
Sword Rain
time!
Alpha! Shockwave
I'm
Blast!
obsessed with Air Force
Demon
One!
Fang!
Inferno crossing! This one's
Come one,
mine!
come on!
I feel so hot.
Heaven and
Here's
earth!
your stiffest one out there.
I miss all the fun. No way.
Where are you going? If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Raining Slash!
I'll pick you up! Dance in the wind! This one's mine!
Take this!
Do it!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone!
Now! Nice technique! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! More Zuko?
Keep calm and
Not
take them
today.
down!
The blessed side is yours to be let free!
This one's mine! Between heaven and earth! Now! Rigwell! Frozen!
Hammer!
Reinforcements incoming! Not a problem! Now! Rigwell! Demons descend!
Flashing fang! Blade reinforcement.
Not a chance.
Hurricane
No
strike.
escape.
Take this. Look shot. Anything in armor is all mine. Look shot.
This one's all mine.
Do it. Go, Halim. All yours, Kisara.
Wait,
Not a chance.
Got you.
Eat dirt. We did it.
As impressive as always. No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Xion actually look
Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade.
a chain between heaven and earth.
Here I come.
A
It's
whale
over.
ready.
Hurrah! Blew away. Raining slash.
Can't be the out of ammo. Celestial
Demon
hammer.
Fang.
This one's mine. Celestial annihilation.
You're mine.
I never miss.
Burn.
You've got a knack for battle.
I still plan on training, though.
That's what I like to hear.
Lightning orb. Lightning again. Now. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
There you go, Alpha.
It's time to end this battle.
I'm right at the side.
Ignite.
I thought you were more defensively minded. So the best defense is a good offense.
Where are you going?
Lightning thrust.
I can hear the healing.
Tear. Hurricane.
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Ah, right.
Art expert coming through. Freeze Lancer.
It's on. Burn in hell.
Who wants to die yet?
You're mine.
A wailing Banshee. Freeze Lancer.
Blow away.
Far enough.
Raging Storm.
Take this. Thrust.
Razor Cyclone.
Lunar Rondo.
Celestial in the sky.
Hurricane
Now.
thrust. Devastation.
Now.
I can't imagine what we do without you, Rinwell.
Who, me? That's a little much, don't you think?
I'm serious. You're a lifesaver.
Attack time.
Lightning Orb. Lightning Orb. Do it. Kisara, frozen.
Hammer.
Nicely done.
Now. Take this.
All thanks to
No
you.
escape.
Lightning Orb.
Follow me. In an instant. Impact block.
I feel sprightlier than before.
Even in such a harsh environment as this, there are still creatures here?
You think they're native to Rena? Or could they be Zeugles somehow?
Whatever they are, they're dangerous. Watch yourselves around them. You think that pit stretches all the way to Rena's core?
We're in for a long slog with this one. Now you see what I can do. Right here. I got you.
Take one more. Hold on to your arm.
Insects should stay on the ground.
Rising Phoenix.
To the fray. Annihilation.
We got fire.
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
Slash.
Going in.
All yours. Take this.
Hurricane. I will heal you
Blow
all.
away.
On guard.
Pierce.
Healing circle. Can't be stopped. Corruption. Celestial.
Demon
Far
Fang.
enough. Make it rain.
Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade. My turn. Ignite.
Going
You're
in.
mine. You're finished.
Illuminate the dark. Hurricane. Here.
Devastation. Take this.
I can't get out of
A
this.
whirling Banshee of lightning.
Blow away. Take this.
Now.
No
You go.
escape.
Go for it.
Prepare to crumble.
Think we overdid it?
Take this.
Not by a long shot.
You're on.
Between heaven and earth.
No escape.
A wailing Banshee of
As
lightning.
impressive as always.
Going in.
And here I hope there isn't truth.
No. I've never seen Xion actually look flustered. I think I'm getting stronger.
I have a bad feeling about this.
You picked the wrong fight.
On guard.
I owe you one. I'm not done.
I'll smash you.
Raining slash. Swordlet, come one, come all. Okay, here I go.
Inferno club.
Prepare to be sealed, O fleet of foot. Actually, perhaps sound is more
Far
appropriate.
enough.
Less talking, more doing. Don't mind if I do.
This
Where
one's
are
all
you
mine.
going?
Let me help.
No further!
Glacier going in.
Take this!
evil.
Right, going in. Do it.
Totally! In an instant! Impact block! My turn! No escape!
Dance in the wind.
Top field.
You're finished!
Incoming Venom. A wailing dancing lightning. Divine dance in the wind.
Here, let me help. Make it break.
We did it!
As impressive as always.
Here I hope that wasn't true.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Xion actually look flustered.
Make it break.
Raging storm! I'm ready for the next battle. This won't be easy. Don't be such a pessimist.
All that running around is catching up with me.
No, I don't think that's
An
it.
expert come in two heads. That's not even fair. Illuminate the dark.
Megasonic Thrust! You're mine! You picked the wrong fight!
Far enough.
Sleep
Here I
now.
come.
Get on in there, William.
And just like that, I'm back in it. Start by holding the front line. No sooner said than done. That'll bring you down.
It looks like you got this one
You make
covered.
me angry. That was a
Illuminate
bad
the
idea.
Move away!
Hurricane strike.
I'm not done! Blow away!
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Malika. Look sharp.
Strike!
Arcane waterfall.
It's over!
I'll fix you up.
Shattering of pieces!
Attack time.
Stockpile.
Time to stop.
I'm not done! This one's all mine!
In here.
Not today!
Piercing roll.
Here I come!
Do it. Get toasty.
Bird strike! My turn!
You require a hand.
Annihilation. Mega Red.
Sword Lane Alpha!
Annihilation.
Get out of
Do
this!
it.
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone.
Did it!
Yeah.
Here goes.
Nice technique.
Don't mind if I do.
Stardust!
Going in. One more.
Here to illuminate the dark. Here I go.
Not today!
Blaze on fire.
Sword Lane Alpha! Try this!
A wailing banshee of lightning.
Blending Blast!
Look sharp. It's here.
Will this let the marksman handle this?
On guard.
All right, it's showtime.
Aw,
Lightning of raging cascade.
Here.
Here.
Let loose! Now I can let loose!
Raging storm.
Megasonic Thrust!
Now you see what I can do!
Now or never!
Their orders were interrupted. All right. Where was I?
I owe you,
Take
Xion.
this!
Healing is what my art do best.
All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction.
Hold nothing back! This one's all mine!
Here goes.
Megasonic Thrust! Blow away! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Lunar corruption.
By the power of water.
Ignite! Oh! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! I still got a ways to go.
We got some good... equipment!
I can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally.
Guess I misread the landing.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Far enough.
Here's evil.
Not on my watch! This one's mine! Here goes!
Time to cross blade!
Fall!
Here I come!
Here goes!
You're finished!
Here
Okay, here I go! Sword Rain Alpha!
With the raging cascade! In here!
Now you see what I can do!
Get on it!
throbs in
Give me a
pain.
flame of fury! Magic is there! Burning! Perfect!
No escape!
Tidal wave!
Charge like that can easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Hurricane Thrust! Tear! Hurricane Thrust!
Illuminate the dark! Magic is there! Holy Light! Chain between heaven and earth! A wailing beauty of
You picked the wrong fight!
Seal! Inferno Club!
No escape!
It looks like you got this one covered! Corruption! Lightning Orb! Gemini Ultra! Art Expert! Annihilation!
Raining Blast!
All confiscated! Far enough! Hurricane Raging Cascade! Take that! Healing Circle!
Dazzle!
Hurricane Strike!
Rising Phoenix!
Raging Cascade! Spread! Here's mine! Down! Here! Where are you going? On guard!
This isn't looking good!
Going in!
You picked the wrong fight!
Going in! Force!
Take this!
On
No
guard!
escape!
Why'd you do it?
Stop me dying?
A wailing beauty of lightning!
Can't get out of this!
Annihilation!
No escape!
Glacial fire! Raging War!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Thank you for all your help.
Please, don't mention it.
I'm glad to know someone got that.
Now isn't true?
I really don't.
No chance!
Dance in the wind!
Megasonic Thrust! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Let's
Take
down
this!
a breath! Lock! Get toasty!
Bird Strike!
That took more energy than I expected.
These structures don't look like anything built by the Renans, or even what we saw in the Forbidden Zone.
Perhaps this is the true architectural style of the Helganquil. Or perhaps the opposite, given their situation.
You mean like how some places favor building stuff with stone, while others...
We're in for a long slog with this one!
Come one, come all! Flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Going in!
You're mine!
These things really get on my nerves! Tiger Blade!
Got fire!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
Prepare to be sealed.
Leon! Astral Energy! Full throttle! A flawless victory! Naturally! Going in!
Now I can let loose! Sword Rain Alpha!
Going in!
No further!
Make it rain!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
My turn!
Glacial Spear!
You're finished!
Hurricane Strike!
Take
I
this!
can handle it!
Here!
One more! Raging Cascade!
Megasonic
Corruption! Now! One more!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Good to know my training is paying off. We're in for a long slog with this one.
Not today!
Piercing roar!
I never miss! Blood!
Here!
Will this help?
Right
here! I got it.
Healing Circle!
Appreciate the help.
Thanks, Shield.
Be careful not to overdo it.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Now! Kisara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble.
Think we overdid it?
Take this!
Not by a long.
In a bind?
Here goes! Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! That's what I like to hear.
those thorns.
I'm not letting them get in our way!
I found some equipment.
Let me take a look at it.
We're in for a long slog with this one.
Not on my watch.
It can hide itself? Amazing!
This one blew away.
Illuminate the
The flame inside was yours! If you like free!
Holy land!
You're mine! Sword Rain Alpha!
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Malisa!
You're mine!
This one's mine!
Sword Rain
I'll
Alpha!
bring you down. Great!
Celestial River!
Piercing roar!
Power of water!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Now or never.
In a bind?
Hear me!
You're finished!
Here! How about this?
I'll smash you!
Lightning orb!
I'm not
We
done!
can do this. We just have to get it together. We're right here. We can help you.
Shion's right.
Eat dirt!
You have us to lean on.
You're right.
Here I go!
Thanks.
Sword Rain Alpha!
I'll pick you up!
Demon Fang!
Radiant storm!
Here, let me help.
Explosive ring!
I'll stop its charge.
Thanks, Kisara.
Lightning! Downfall!
Now you've gone and ticked me off.
Megasonic Thrust!
Far enough.
Here!
Confiscated!
Take it!
Look sharp.
In here!
I don't know what to do without this.
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Malisa!
Sword Rain Alpha! No further!
Alright!
Blew away! This one's all mine!
Between heaven and earth!
Ignite!
A whirling dance of lightning!
One more!
Armor won't save you!
Feel!
Look sharp.
This one's mine!
Glacial
Hear me! Flame of fury! Lightning attack!
Glacial spear.
Here's the evil! One more time!
Shockwave
Shield
Strike!
and make.
Lightning! Downfall!
Pierce!
Look sharp.
Megasonic Thrust! Here I go!
Burn her fast.
Like astrolabe!
Pierce! Pierce!
Make it rain.
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Don't push yourself too hard.
I've got a really bad feeling about this!
Blue escape!
Far enough.
Blue escape!
Searing flame!
Not today!
Reload!
Can't get out of that puzzle is driving me mad! I'll take you all on!
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for you truly.
Glacial spear!
Demon Fang!
Here's the evil!
I owe you! I'll smash you! Here I come!
Freeze
This one's all mine!
Dance in the wind!
You picked the wrong fight!
Flame of fury! Burning!
Take this!
Here's the evil! Shield! This one's mine!
Can't get out of this!
A banana!
You're mine!
I never miss!
Lightning Thrust!
Freeze Lancer! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Sword Rain out! Burn in hell!
A change between heaven and earth!
Here I come!
Lunar blood wailing dance of
Blow away!
lightning! We managed to turn the tide!
For now. But things could shift at a moment's notice.
You're right! Better stay alert!
Shockwave Strike! Sword Rain Alpha!
Supernova! Searing flame! Reload!
You're mine! Blow away!
Raging fury!
Anything normal.
Glacial spear! Here's the evil! Now!
You're finished!
Get find me yearning to be let free.
This one's mine!
Raging storm!
No escape! Can't get out of this!
A chain between heaven and earth! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
That was a little close for comfort.
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Now I can let loose. Sword Rain Alpha!
That's it!
Hurricane Thrust!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa! Shield and face! It's here! Discharge!
Damn it! It's too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Anything normal is all mine!
Megasonic Thrust! Ignite!
This one's mine!
Sword Rain Alpha!
It's time! Going in a bind!
It looks like you got this one covered.
You're mine!
Shield and
This one. Mega Ray.
Megasonic Thrust!
All right. It's showtime. Hold on to your mark. Here it comes. Annihilation.
Take this.
Not in your dreams.
If it's in the
sky, it's mine.
Inferno Crossing!
Can't be stopped. I'll heal you all. Wind after Earth.
This one's mine!
This one's all mine!
Illuminate.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Flaming meteor!
I really don't.
Leave the torch to me!
Outstanding form. Lightning orb. Raging lightning. Hear my call.
Burn up!
Spread.
Here's evil! Now you see what I can do! Help!
Here I come!
Sleep now.
Sword Rain Thrust! Here! Let me help!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Too much to handle.
Take this! Megasonic Thrust! Here I come!
No more playing nice.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Tiger Blade ammo.
This time! Radiant Thrust! Not today!
One more. Between heaven and earth.
Flaming meteor!
Mine.
Inferno Crossing!
I'll heal you all. Divine save. Healing from field. Here comes the king.
Appreciate the help!
To stop you guys?
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
I feel the power flowing through me.
You'll be able to help even more people now.
Yeah, I guess I will.
Brace yourself! This one's tough!
Hear my call.
I'm not done! Blew away! You're finished! Here I come!
Fall into the
Here I come!
Flaming meteor!
Megasonic Thrust! You're mine! No escape!
Hurricane Thrust!
Blew away! This one's all mine! Ignite!
Get on in there with
This one's mine! Flaming meteor!
As impressive as always.
Here I hope that was easy.
No, you're even better than...
Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done!
You're mine!
Graviton field!
This one's
finished.
mine!
Thunder
Inferno
field!
Crossing!
Burn!
Do it! Dopamine!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! Will this help?
No, you can't! I can feel my power growing!
So the idea is to seal the Great Spirit inside the Renis Alma using the Sovereign and Maiden's power. But just how do we do that exactly?
I'm guessing it won't be as easy as holding a spirit channeling ceremony at our leisure.
I already had wielded astral energy once 3 centuries ago. As for suppressing her thorns, Shionne's had a lifetime's experience. The problem isn't just our enemy's strength, it's that it's sentient too. And you can bet anything you like it's not going to just sit back and let us destroy it.
In other words, we need to find some way to weaken it in advance. The Great Spirit, that is.
Back when Shionne's thorns flew out of control, we were able to deal with them directly. If this is their host, they should be even more corporeal here.
If that's the case, it should make them easier to attack at least. And if we can manage to divert enough energy away from the spirit's core, even temporarily,
we might just be able to weaken it enough to steal the Renis Alma, which we can then use to seal it away forever. It won't be easy, but it's our only shot. Time to buckle up.
this might be some decent equipment.
Anything that makes battles easier is okay by me.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Where are you going?
Okay, here I go.
Ready to go! There! Far enough!
I think I'll pass on the
I'll
handshake.
smash you!
Back into the
I'm
fray!
going
Okay,
in.
here I go.
Not on my watch.
I'm not done!
Radiant
Go!
Raging Storm!
This one is mine!
Ready to fly! Demon Blade! You're finished!
Here's the roll!
You're mine! You escape!
Reload!
I'm all
Reload! I'm all stopped
You're
up.
finished!
Take this! In a bind?
Reload!
It's over!
I require complete
Charge like that can easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop!
Power Alpha! Demon Blade!
My head's spinning just watch!
Hurricane Strike! Strike! It's over! I have no limits! Be still! Lunar
I
Rondo!
never miss! Back into the fray!
Blow
Not
away!
on my watch!
I
Annihilation!
can carve through armor! Here! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here's a healing art! First
Take
aid!
this!
I can handle it! Far enough!
Ha! Burn in hell!
Take this!
Move it! No further! Ha! You're finished! Okay, here I go!
Going in!
Here I come! Lunar escape!
Inferno crossing!
Chocolate Slash! Try harder!
This one's
You're mine!
That's it!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Raging Cascade! Healing Circle!
Chocolate Slash!
Down! Your arm! Appreciate the help!
Megasonic Thrust!
One more!
Here,
Switch to offense!
No more
interrupted!
It's do or die!
Do it! Flaming meteor!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Step back! This one's all law! Question for you. Let's say, knock on wood, everything turns out for the best.
What'll the world be like? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of this, do you really think everything will be that different?
A lot will have to change, that's for sure. The world will have to adjust to so much. My only worry is if those changes turn out to be merely skin deep.
What do you mean?
It's well and good putting an end to Renin rule. But if it just turns the tables, It's all for naught.
That's true. Just as bad if the Dahnans started pressing their own.
Renans, Dahnans, astral art users, mages. The world is full of labels used to divide and separate people.
If only we could see differences like that for what they are. No different as someone having a musical talent or being good with their hands. Not differences so much as characteristics.
It will take someone in power to set an example. But with time, people will follow. And then, perhaps one day...
There will no longer be any need for the example. It will have become second nature.
That's where we come in. We can set the example. Imagine it. A world where magic and astral arts are used to help people. Where that's the norm rather than the exception.
Yeah, you're right, Rinwell. Why wait for somebody else? We can show them ourselves.
Brace yourself! This one's tough!
Now you see what I can do! Here goes! Right here! I got you! Where are you going?
Megasonic thrust!
The earth.
This is mine!
Ignite!
Now I confiscated!
No further!
Wow! Astral energy! Full throttle!
A flawless victory!
Naturally!
Mirage!
In the wind!
Glacial
Do it!
Megasonic!
Frozen!
hammer!
Now! Take this!
Raging storm!
Is it
Now! Lock! Get toasty!
Burn strike!
I feel sprightlier than before.
That's no... ordinary enemy I see over there.
I have a bad feeling about this.
You picked the wrong fight!
Hurricane strike! There!
Pierce!
On guard!
Pierce!
How about this?
Flaming medium! It got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours!
Let the marksman handle this! This
I
one's
never
mine!
miss! A chain between heaven and earth! A wailing banshee of lightning!
Take this!
This one's mine! You made me angry! That was a bad idea!
Outstanding form! Do it!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cycler!
Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique!
Arc field!
Crush! Burn!
Hurricane strike! Confiscated!
I'm not done!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa! Here, let me help.
Take this! Crush! You're finished! Take this!
Lunar corruption!
Can't get out of this!
One more!
Supernova!
Blew away!
Raging I never miss!
Piercing roar!
You're mine!
Chain between heaven and earth!
Make it break! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! My turn!
Hurricane Slice!
Mirage!
Going in!
Sword Ray Alpha! Kisara! All yours, Kisara!
I feel stronger. I mean, a bit.
Good. We're counting on you, Rinwell.
On me? Well, I'll do my best.
Brace yourself! This one's tough!
Armor won't save you!
Try harder! This one's all mine! Eat dirt!
Careful! You have some kind of camouflage!
You're not done! Piercing
Roar!
Sword Ray Alpha! You're mine! I'm not done! Blow away! Pierce! It's time! No further! You're mine! Raining Flash!
You made me angry! That bad idea.
You're finished!
Blaze of fire!
Take it! I'm not done!
Inferno!
Move away! This one's all mine! Tear! Burn!
Here, let me help.
I never fit!
This one's mine. Now you see what I can do.
Strike!
Dance in the wind!
Here!
Sleep now!
Inferno Reload! I'll stop its charge.
Thanks, Kisara!
Now or never. In a bind.
Thank you! Let me help!
Far enough. You can ahead. Going in.
Sword Rain
In
Alpha!
here.
Bad, right?
Yes, Alvin! Very fast!
I don't feel so good.
This one's mine. Let me help.
You're mine!
First aid. I'm gone.
Raining Slash!
You'll soon see
through.
about that!
Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Lunar Corruption!
It's time!
Lunar Blast!
Ha! Not today!
Going in. Here
I'll
goes.
heal you all!
Hurricane Strike.
Raining Slash!
Healing Circle!
Let's keep up the pressure.
And
And just like that, I'm back in it. Start by holding the front line. No sooner said than done. Save you.
Take this!
Lunar Corruption!
It's over! Sword Rain Alpha!
In a bind. Make it rain.
Dancy of Lightning! Kisara! Frozen!
Hammer. I need to be stronger. Bad feeling about this. I'll bring you down.
Free! You're finished! Ignite!
Far enough.
Here I come!
Inferno crossing.
Hurricane Thrust!
Lunar Corruption! Raging Storm!
Hurricane Thrust! Tennis! Shockwave Strike!
Hurricane Strike. Going in.
Blue Escape! Raining
Hurricane
Reload! Take it! Perfect go!
Leave these narrow to me. Yeah, and bubbling to me. Hurricane Strike. I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Molotov.
You're
Here
mine!
goes!
I'm not done!
Look sharp. It's go time. Armor won't save you. In a bind. Here, let me
Take this!
This one's mine. Let's get you off the
Ha! You picked the wrong fight!
Hurricane
You're mine!
The water
Look
moves
here.
down.
Denied.
In here, Lunar
Blow
Corruption.
Here goes.
Gemini Aqua.
Lunar Rondo!
Lion Power.
Lunar Corruption. Burn.
Can't get out of this.
By the power of water. Let's get you off the
Here I come.
flame. Reload.
Lunar Rondo!
Aw, too shy to come over.
Mirage!
Lightning power.
Lightning contempt. Here's a hero.
Lightning meteor.
A chain between heaven and earth.
Ready and ready.
Now
you see what I can do.
Burn!
Divine
Inferno crossing.
Here!
Hurricane
Sword Rain Alpha!
Shockwave Strike. One more
Amazing.
Aw, too shy to come over. Here, let me help. One
You
more.
require a hand.
Take this. This one's mine. Do it. Shion, go for it. Prepare to crumble.
Any chance we could make the next time a little bit warmer?
Does it look like it comes with a thermostat?
My word, this must be the work of Providence.
Prava, what now?
It means destiny. I think it's a bit of an exaggeration, though.
Don't get careless.
You're mine!
Don't tell me!
This one's all mine! Ignite!
Glacial spear. Here's the
Now let loose! Demon Blade! Shockwave Flash!
Grounded. Hurricane strike.
I'm going in!
Supernova!
I'm not done! Blue away!
Sleep
Soaring
now.
Alpha!
Let's get you off Hester Reload!
Too fast!
Let's put it up.
Hurricane Blast!
Flaming meteor. Inferno won't save you.
Tear!
On guard.
Hurricane Thrust!
Holy Land! Here's a healing between heaven and earth!
I'm not done!
A wailing
Prepare to be
sealed!
Can't get out of this!
Watch them see hurricane blast in the wind! Air thrust field!
Blew away!
Glacial
Rain Flash!
Tiger blade.
It's over! You're mine!
Thrust ready!
How about
Rain Flash! Flame inside me yearns to be let free! Ignite!
How about this?
Radiant
done.
Annihilation!
Blew away!
This one came between. It looks like you got this one covered.
It's over! Prepare to be sealed! Can't get out of this!
How about this?
Sealed!
Here I go!
Here's a healing art!
Thanks, Sheila. Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
Sealed!
Anything in armor is all mine.
First aid!
Hurricane strike. I'll come on
No
guard.
escape!
Need to pull myself together.
I have no limits!
Here's a healing art!
Not
This one's
feeling so hard.
Take it
dirt.
easy! You'll hurt yourself!
Sorry. Didn't mean to make you worry.
Hurricane Breaking storm!
Blew away!
That's it!
Rain! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here's a healing art! Ready!
Here I come! No escape!
Lunar
Going
corruption!
in.
Blew away!
Radiant power!
Here!
Denied.
Radiant here!
It's over! Can't get out of this!
Here, let me help.
Move it!
First aid!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Make it rain.
Keep going! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble.
You were practically a blur. Together with your marksmanship, we make quite the team.
I have a bad feeling about this.
This one's mine.
To the center! Lunar corruption! Let the marksman go! Raging cascade!
As if the normal creepy crawlies aren't disgusting enough.
Lunar corruption! In here! Lunar blast! I'll be saving you one!
Here! Megasonic Thrust!
This one's
Here I
mine.
come!
One
way!
Raging cascade!
Try harder! Not a chance!
Radiant
Flaming Thrust!
On guard.
Dropped in pain.
Can't get out of this!
Hold on to your art!
How about
Here I
this?
come!
You're on! You picked the wrong fight!
Time to shine. Never let it fly me.
Lightning orb! It looks like you got this one covered.
Blew
This
away!
one's mine.
Thunder blade!
Lunar Rondo!
Illuminate the
Here!
dark! Holy
Face it!
glimmer!
Damn it.
Holy Flash! Mega ray!
Go in!
That's it.
Mega ray! By the great
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Malisa.
A chain between heaven and earth.
Anything in armor is all mine.
Fancy of lightning!
This one's
It's
mine.
over.
Can handle this. How about
Try
this?
harder! My turn!
Black Soul.
Sleep now.
This one's all mine! Burn it out!
There with the enemy.
Let me help. On guard.
Take this! Can't get out of this!
Lunar corruption!
Stay still!
Back into the fray! Air thrust!
Inferno!
Reload!
Lightning
Here, let me help.
Hurricane Thrust!
I owe you one for
Tear!
that. Divide!
Hurricane! Sharpwood, try harder! My turn!
Take it! Crescent
You're
Moon!
finished!
Tempest!
Blow away!
Switch to hold on to your art! Hero Ball!
Ah!
Now!
Trigger!
Astral Energy!
Say no more!
I feel sprightlier than before.
Don't get careless.
Here I come!
Don't tell me!
Strike! Burn! Take this shot! Blow away!
Ready and win.
Now you see what I can do! Flying freak! Why can't they just sit still?
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
This one's all mine!
Holy
Here I
Land!
come!
A chain between heaven and earth!
Rain flash!
You've got a knack for battle.
I still plan on training them.
That's what I like to hear.
As impressive as always.
Here I hoped I was improving.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Sion actually look flustered. Get out of there with Devin! Glacial Fire!
Megasonic thrust!
Seal!
Tornado Alpha!
Pierce Evil! Here comes Free Laser!
You're mine! I'm not done!
Going in.
Rain flash!
I could do without this thing. I can carve through armor!
Marksman handled it.
You're mine! Huh? Not today!
Healing Circle! Don't mind if I do.
It's time, Nara!
Lunar Corruption!
I don't know what I'd do without it.
Make it ready! Astral Energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well
No,
done.
you can't!
Going in! Can't get out of this!
Try harder! My turn!
Annihilation! Mega Wave!
Take it!
Annihilation! Lightning! Illuminate the dark!
Take it! Rain flash! Lunar Rondo!
Hurricane Flight!
Hurricane thrust!
Denied.
Lunar ignite! Take this! Lunar escape!
This one's mine!
On guard.
Take this!
One more.
Gemini Aqua!
Blow away!
Amazing.
Illuminate the dark! Lightning! Come forth!
Here I come!
Holy Land!
No escape!
Chain between
Blow away!
Stopped up! Away! Lightning! Lightning!
Lunar
Do
Rondo!
it! Astral Energy! Full throttle!
A flawless victory.
Naturally!
You require a head.
Hurricane thrust!
I can carve through armor! In a bind?
Lunar Rondo!
Holy Land!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Lightning!
This one's all mine! Burn!
Right here!
This one's
Not
mine.
in your dreams!
I'm not done! Raining flash!
Lightning
One more.
Dance in the wind! Inferno!
Look sharp.
Lunar Rondo!
Dance in the wind! Here, here!
Dazzle! Lunar Rondo!
Ready to go.
Tear!
Slide.
Hurricane thrust!
Far enough.
Lunar Rondo!
Illuminate the dark! Come through! Holy glimmer!
This one's all mine! Ignite!
Holy Land! Chain between heaven and earth!
we're not-
Hurricane Strike! Astral Energy!
Say no more! That astral energy was incredible!
I gave it everything I had!
This one's tough! Can't get out of this! I'll take you all on! Try harder! My turn!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Take this! Strike! Dazzle! Lunar Rocket! Hurricane Thrust! Tear! Hurricane Thrust!
Lightning Orb! Hurricane Take this!
What the hell is going on?
Fall back, Alphen! We'll take point here! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare to Malisa!
Okay, here I go.
This one's mine! Glacial Speed! Powered up! This one's mine! Where are you going? I'm gone! Let me help you!
Rising Phoenix!
Ready and ready! I can carve through armor! Guardian Rail! Alright, let me have it! Will this help?
Megasonic Thrust! Douse the flame inside me! Yours to be let free!
One more!
Now I can let loose!
Time
I'm
to
not
shine!
done!
Lunar Corruption!
Stardust!
By the Hurricane Storm! Going in!
This is looking good! Take this! Blue escape!
Hurricane
Blue away!
This one's
Now
mine!
I can let loose! Try harder! Now! Strike!
Denied! Can't get out of this!
A chain between heaven and earth.
Now I can let loose!
Going in!
Lunar Rocket!
Shattering water! Pieces! Time to
Ignite!
If it's in the sky, it's mine.
I'm not done! Radiant Blast!
I'm gone!
Megasonic Thrust! I'm not done!
How about this?
You're mine! Blue escape! Blue away! Megasonic Thrust! Time to let it rip! Take this! I'm not done! You're mine! Blue away! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Now! Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
These bad guys really don't mess around.
I wonder what Helganquil's civilization was like at its zenith.
I can imagine that'd be something you'd take an interest in.
There's no question it must have been advanced, like none either world has ever seen. We could surely stand to learn a thing or two from such a people.
I get that you're itching to delve into its history, but we've got bigger fish to fry right now.
Put a pin in it, and you can do all the research you want when you retire.
I can think of worse things than a retirement dedicated to research. As for whether Rena is amenable to an aging specimen...
It's a little early to be giving it serious thought just yet.
A man can dream, though. A man can dream.
Oh, we didn't say there's anything wrong with dreaming.
In your case, Dohalim, dreams have a habit of spiraling into something else.
You'll need to stay with us for now, though. You're too helpful to let retire.
Why do I feel this is less of a compliment and more of an ultimatum?
Just a friendly suggestion.
Hey! Hey, I just realized something!
Is this about dinner last night? I didn't realize those ingredients were off.
What? No! I mean, wait, you fed us rotten food?
Rinwell, the point.
Oh, yeah, right. So I was thinking about those armored soldiers we've seen. There are regular Renans inside them, right?
Yeah, they're designed to make whoever's wearing them stronger. At least, I think that's the idea.
Right. So it kind of begs the question then, why are they made so huge?
I don't know, makes them more intimidating, I guess? Or maybe all that tech wizardry inside takes up a lot of space.
You don't think it's weird how the armored soldiers are the exact same height as the Helganquil?
Can't say I'd ever noticed it till now. And?
Connect the dots, Law!
Okay, let me get this straight. You think the armored suits might have originally been designed to allow Renans to work alongside the Helganquil?
Huh. But if that's true, what would that mean?
It would mean... just that, I guess. But still, don't you think it's kind of interesting?
Not... hugely? Hey, Kisara, well, I've got you. What's on tonight's menu? Because I was thinking, maybe meat?
Get him, Hootle.
What did I do?
Oh, now you want to listen. Keep pecking, Hootle!
Ow! Seriously, what the hell?
What do you think this place was for? Ah!
What the hell? Are they asleep?
No. They appear to be well preserved. However, they are all dead.
Dead? So this is a mass grave?
Looks that way. However, none of them appear to be Helganquil.
Bear in mind that Renans were originally Dahnans, who were remade and sent to live on Lenegis. Knowing that, they would have needed a place to perform the procedures somewhere.
And that place is here, I assume.
So what you're saying is that all of these are Dahnan, or rather, Renan bodies?
Most likely, yes. It must have been abandoned for one reason or another.
There are so many of them. They were all taken away, but never given the chance to wake.
What is that thing?
Something we have to fight if we want to get across, it seems.
Be careful! It's huge!
What is with all the huge lumbering beasts lately?
It's no ordinary zoo. That much is damn sure.
Watch yourself. All bets are off when it comes to this thing. No escape! Ready, flash!
Take this!
Concentration!
Strike!
Flag assault!
Radiant
Blow away!
With natural energy!
Murabago!
It looks like you got this one covered.
Now you see what I can do!
You're mine!
Lightning orb!
Its head is its weak point?
We'll need to bring it down somehow to hit it.
In that case, let's start with the one in the middle.
Where are you going?
Inferno!
Dance in the wind!
I'm gone.
Sleep now.
Hurricane
Annihilation! More for the flame! Reload!
The earth throbs
A
in
chain
pain.
between heaven and earth.
I'm not done!
A wailing banshee of lightning!
Aw, too shy to come over. Here, throwing hell.
Wasn't let's get you all set to rest.
Lunarongo!
Searing Thunder Field!
Shield and mace.
Up and out!
Here's the roll.
Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy
Lightning thrust!
Holy land! Pierce evil! A wailing banshee of lightning!
Take this!
Glacial fire. Anything in armor is all mine.
I owe you one.
Now,
Tear!
get on and go with the others!
Glacial
Spear!
Lunarongo!
Hurricane strike.
Freeze Blaster!
You're mine!
Blah, blah,
Take
blah,
this.
magic!
Thrust!
Cross blade! Reload!
Lightning thrust!
Water! Here, lightning!
Lunarongo!
Thunder blade! Going between heaven and earth!
Aw, too shy to
A
come
wailing
over.
banshee of
Their
lightning!
arcs were interrupted.
Let the marksman handle this! Holy glimmer!
Thrust!
Holy red!
You picked the wrong fight!
I'll heal you all!
On guard.
No escape!
Wailing banshee of
Lunarongo!
lightning!
Thanks, None.
Seal!
Hurricane thrust! Lightning thrust! Lunarongo!
My head's spinning to quartz.
In a bind?
Stardust!
Inferno.
In here!
It's showtime!
Shield and mace.
You!
Take it, Ray.
Remote!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Glacial spear.
Pierce evil!
I'm not done!
Freeze
Lunarongo!
Blaster! More where that came from! There! Lightning to
Hurricane thrust!
Illuminate the
The
dark!
flame inside me, yours to be let free!
Art expert coming
Inferno
through!
crossing.
Confiscated!
Be still! Hurricane thrust!
Can't see the wall!
Hurricane thrust! Tear!
Look sharp.
I'm healing the wind!
Escape!
Now you're getting serious.
Lunarongo!
Take this.
I'm ready!
Let's keep up the pressure.
This one's mine!
Here I come! Mirage! Dazzle! The flame inside me, yours to be let free! Take this!
Hurricane strike. This one's mine.
Easy!
One more.
Lunarongo!
Inferno crossing. Inferno.
Outstanding form!
Lunarongo!
Hurricane strike.
Lightning thrust!
This one's mine.
Lunarongo! Tear! Hurricane thrust! Tear! Lunarongo! You're mine! No escape!
Can't get out of this!
Lunarongo! The flame inside me, yours to be let free! Lunarongo!
On guard.
I'm not done!
Mine.
Try harder! Not a chance! You may be strong, but I'll never back down! Lunarongo! Okay, here I go!
Take this. Inferno crossing.
Through armor!
This one's mine!
Hurricane thrust!
Steel force!
Tear!
Let me
Hurricane
help.
thrust!
First aid!
Kill. Your art.
In here!
Nothing gets by me.
Hear my call! One at a time!
Now you're getting serious.
In a bind?
We got him on the run!
Don't get caught! Hear my call!
Still anyone's fight.
Sweet now. This'll come.
This
I'll
one's
heal
all
you
mine!
Flaming meteor.
Ignite!
Inferno crossing! I owe you, Sion. Healing is what my arts do best. All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction.
Hurricane thrust!
Pierce evil! In here!
Hurricane thrust!
Piercing roar. Come on.
It's over!
Flaming meteor.
Ready and raring!
Lightning!
Now you see what I can do!
Lunarongo!
That's gonna smart. Healing
Take
circle!
this! Can't get out of this!
Hurricane thrust! Here comes the big one!
Inferno crossing.
Going in!
Mirage!
Nothing gets by me.
A wailing banshee of lightning!
You picked the wrong fight! Lightning thrust!
That'll bring you down.
Lunarongo! Stardust!
Shield and mace.
Waterfall! I'll heal you all! Sealed! This is
How about
healing
this?
circle! I'll cut your lightning orb! More with
Okay,
that came
here I go! Lunarongo!
Graviton! Sealed!
Hurricane thrust!
This is hurricane strike!
Look sharp!
Take this!
Lunar Roger! Look sharp!
Why'd you hear me?
To stop you dying?
Do it!
Astral energy!
Say no more! The hell was that thing?
Probably something that was made here and somehow managed to survive, even after all this time. Not that there's any way of knowing now.
What's wrong?
Oh, I just suddenly found myself contemplating what might have happened to the Sovereigns that were meant to emerge from the crown contests.
What do you mean?
You see, the winners of the past crown contests were all strong astral arts practitioners. Furthermore, that enemy we just fought appeared to be composed of several human bodies. It was certainly nothing one would find in nature.
You're saying those were the remains of the winners? That they forgot who they once were?
I'm merely saying it's a possibility.
That's absolutely gruesome. How long had the Helganquil been at this?
It was Rena's great spirit that made them do all of this. Anything to get its astral energy.
We're not gonna jump down, right?
I certainly hope not.
After hearing Dohelium's suggestion, I'm honestly not sure what to say.
I assure you all, I was merely stating the possibility.
We're back in the...
You know, guys, when you think about it, we've taken out a lot of Zeugles. Like, a whole lot.
You can say that again. If one thing's for certain in this world, it's that wherever we go, we'll always end up bumping into them.
Isn't it weird that they're still so plentiful? You don't think the Renans have, like, a ranch where they breed them, do you?
Certainly in all of my years, I've never heard of them constructing such a massive facility on Dana, let alone up in Lenegis.
The only thing I can think of, then, is that the feral ones must be reproducing on their own.
There's also no organized effort on our part to hunt them down, so it's difficult to fully exterminate them.
Exterminate them? Whoa, don't you think that's maybe a little harsh?
What do you mean?
Zeugles originally used to be living creatures native to Dana and Rena, right? Being genetically modified isn't their fault.
You're right. Zeugles were only created because of us Renans. We altered the original creatures to suit our own ends.
First, people made Zeugles, and then we let them go. And now we're trying to kill them because they're a threat. They really have only seen the very worst, huh?
I hope we find a way to be able to live side by side with them one day.
It's a nice thought, but they attack towns and cities. What else are we supposed to do?
Aside from the strays that have gone wild, it's worth remembering that Renans are able to keep them somewhat under control.
If we had distinct territories that didn't overlap, that might reduce the danger they pose.
Well, I guess when you look at it that way, maybe people and Zeugles aren't so different after all.
I thought there'd be more dirt and rocks and stuff underneath the hollowed ocean, but it's all artificial.
I would imagine they're remnants left behind by the Helganquil, seeing as there's little actual land remaining.
It's incredible. Do you think it stretches all the way down to the center of the planet?
Hey, these guys built Lenegis, remember? They probably did this in a weekend.
If they had the power to create things like this, did they really only use those immense capabilities to serve the Great Spirit? Or rather, was that the only use the Great Spirit let them use their capabilities for?
I wonder how the Renans avoided being mind-controlled like the Helganquil. Do you think it might have something to do with the fact that they were originally Dahnans?
I'd say it's likely, which is pretty ironic when you think about it.
Ironic?
The Renans have committed grave injustices against the Dahnans. But it was all of their own volition, not because they were being controlled. Now, it turns out they themselves were once Dahnans too.
Which must mean that the root of their evil isn't the Great Spirit, but something inherent in all of us. Our free will.
Now hang on, though. It was that same free will that allowed Xion and Dohalim to choose to fight alongside us. Without it, we wouldn't have been able to beat hatred and forge all those connections we've made. Free will is what saved us, right?
Law's entirely right. In any case, it certainly can't hurt to look on the bright side every now and then.
Yeah. Where there's hope, there's a way.
What'd he say?
He said, without a doubt.
I guess this is the flip side of that pathway we were walking on just a little while ago.
So, looks like the Helganquil have been engineering Zeugles too. Why doesn't that surprise me at this point?
The creatures we've been encountering here have been a little different to what we're used to fighting, but I'm pretty sure they're Zeugles too.
Do you think they were engineered using creatures native to the area?
Indeed. However, based on the current circumstances, I would guess these Zeugles are all that's left of the planet's fauna now.
You mean, there might have been native owl species here once upon a time too?
Feeling about this. Here I come! Here! Looks like this one's all mine. This is gonna need all of us together. You're mine. The flashing part's their weak point. Inferno crossing. You're mine. Nothing can survive me. You're appreciate the help.
I owe you, Xion. Healing is what my art do best. All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction.
Flaming thrust!
Take this! In a bind?
Now!
Take it down!
No escape! The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Here I come! Hurricane strike! Raining blast! That's it! Sword Rain Alpha!
Glacial Spear! Air thrust! A chain between heaven and
Charge
earth.
like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
You require a hand.
Take this!
Down!
You're mine! Raining
You made me angry. That was a bad idea.
Murderongo! Hurricane strike!
There are interrupted.
That'll bring you down. A wailing Genji of light.
Easter!
Will this hurricane strike far enough?
Struck! I owe you one. Lunar Rondo!
Inferno crossing! It's weakened!
This ends now!
Raging Storm!
Lunar Rondo!
Going in! Tunnel!
The earth throbs in pain.
Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I feel sprightlier than before.
What are those? They look like Shion's thorns, and with flowers too.
Not real ones, though. They're just like that flower growing out of Rena.
We must be getting close to the Great Spirit now.
Hey, Rinwell, what was that thing you said about how a little bit of Dana's Great Spirit is inside all of us?
Right. That's why Dana's Great Spirit is so much more diluted. Weak, even. Whether it was a choice so it didn't overpower others, or just the way it is anyone's guess.
If that's true, then wouldn't it mean Dana's will could never form under natural conditions?
Yeah, sounds like that's probably the case.
So if Dana exists within all of us, then what if something occurred that brought everyone's hearts and minds together as one? That unity could potentially act as Dana's will.
You mean if everybody was, like, thinking the exact same thing at the exact same time? Come on, there's no way we could pull that off.
I know it's a long shot, but it might work.
Let's assume that's even possible for a second. Would it even be enough to fight back against Rena's Great Spirit?
If nothing else, it might be an option if we can't use the Renis Alma.
Things are different here than on the surface.
That shows how deeply we've ventured into Rena.
So here's a question. We came all this way to Rena on the assumption the Renis Alma's here, right?
Don't say it, Law.
Yeah, but I'm just saying...
I said don't.
I can understand why you might be concerned, Law. But you need to remember that there are people it affects more directly than you.
Oh, sorry.
We've managed to make it this far believing. Losing faith now won't do us any good. We're better off focusing our anxiety elsewhere.
Such as?
The Great Spirit. If Hevrecht 35's to be believed, our enemy won't just be handing over the Renis Alma to us. At least, not without a fight.
Not only that, but that same enemy just gulped down more than an entire world's worth of astral energy.
Point taken. It may be strange to say, but when I'm fighting, or at least know what needs to be done, it helps me a lot. I don't doubt myself as much. So thanks, both of you.
Yourself. This one's tough.
In a bind?
Ready, flash! Blow away!
It's a duel of the eyes!
Flying freaks! Why can't they just sit still? Tia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done! Leave the enemy's arts to me!
No complaints here!
Arch shield! Not on my watch!
Strike!
Make it rain! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
There you go, Elvin!
It's time to end this battle.
I'm right beside you! I've got you more to... Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry.
Now you see what I can do!
Freeze, Lancer!
You're mine!
To the wind! Air thrust!
Raining flash!
Alright! Now where was I?
Dazzle!
Switch
The flame inside is yours to be let free!
Flaming meteor!
Now we're never.
Celestial water!
Take this!
Here goes! I'm crystal field! Don't mind if I do! Do it!
Commander of Heaven,
Phoenix Cyclops!
sword and shield.
A classic combination.
Brace yourself. This one's tough.
This one's mine!
No escape. I owe you one.
Nothing gets by. Go! I'll take the brunt of its hit. This one's mine.
Lunarongo.
Aim for the weak point.
Lunarongo.
I'll stop its charge.
Thanks, Kisara!
You're mine.
Celestial!
Raining flash.
There you go! Don't let out!
Into the battle! Here!
Now you see what I can do!
Prepare to be seen.
In a bind?
I'm not done. Raining flash.
Dance in the wind! Let me help!
Sharp flash.
A chain between heaven and earth! A wailing Dantian lightning!
You're mine.
Got it! Now's our chance! Hold on here. Thanks for the healing. Watch yourself, okay? Yeah! You feel it! Let the chain between heaven and earth! Wailing Dantian lightning!
Here! Let me help!
Here I go! Go!
Inferno Crossing! This one's mine!
Here I go!
In a bind?
This one's hard up! My head's spinning just watching you!
I need help! I can carve through armor!
Illuminate the dark!
I have no limits.
Here's evil!
Be still.
Holy
Hurricane thrust.
A chain between heaven and earth!
Hurricane thrust.
A wailing
Hurricane
lightning!
Will this help?
Raining coming through. Ha! Now. Scarlet Inferno.
Here, let me help!
Switch to Arcade! Lightning!
Meteor!
Raging Cascade! Back into the fray!
Do it!
Kisara, Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclops!
That'll teach us for getting cocky.
I've got a really bad feeling about this! Air thrust!
Be still. Lunarongo. Tear. Hurricane thrust.
Here's evil!
Take this. Take this.
Lightning descends!
Ignite.
Hurricane descends! Hold on
Take
here!
Mine!
No escape.
Annihilate!
Hurricane thrust.
Flaming meteor!
No further.
Inferno! My head's spinning just watching you!
Dance is not in your dreams!
I'll smash you!
Glacial Field! That'll bring you down!
Illuminate the dark!
Flame is yours to be let free.
A chain between heaven and earth! Wailing Dantian lightning!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa!
Dazzle. Lunarongo.
Here goes! Raging storm! Inferno! Reload! Radiant here!
On guard!
Thunder Beetle!
Now we're never.
Dance in the wind! Back into the fray! Sleep now! Here goes!
This one keeps charging us.
That's what my shield's for! Get behind me!
Got it. I'll leave it to you. Pierce.
Burn! Radiant armor is all mine! Lightning orb! No more playing nice! Light Angela! Dance in the wind! Here I come! Air drop! Healing circle! Heaven air!
Eat this!
Thank you for all your help. Please, don't make it. I'm glad to know someone's got my back.
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire! Will this help? I never miss!
Megasonic thrust! Here!
I'll heal you all! Healing! Thanks! Just what I needed.
All right. Try harder.
Where was I?
Now.
Take
Steel
this!
crumble!
In a bind,
Raging
It's over.
flame!
make it rain!
Dohalim!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Burn in hell! Be careful, everyone. This one isn't normal.
Take this!
Got flyers.
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it! Far enough!
All yours. Take it. I'm not done. Lunar Rondo. Hurricane thrust.
Holy land!
Here I come.
Maximum burn! Flaming meteor! Inferno poison!
Burn.
I'm gone! Raging storm!
Here I come.
Celestial hammer!
Raining slash.
Ice prison!
Megasonic thrust.
Celestial hammer!
Here I come.
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that!
You're mine. Magnificent.
Take this!
Dazzle.
Divine
Lunar Rondo.
in the wind! Air thrust!
Piercing roar.
Photon blast! Dynamite blast! Thunderblade! Illuminate the magic and
Try harder.
It's go time!
Holy land!
Armor won't save you!
This one's all mine. Hurricane thrust. Devastate. Burn in hell.
Raging cascade!
You're mine. It's over. Lunar Rondo.
Far enough! A wailing dynasty of lightning!
Thanks.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
Glacial steel! Piercing roar!
Require a head.
Raging storm!
In a bind,
There you go! Don't let up! Celestial hammer! Ow!
You're on.
Let me help!
Megasonic thrust.
What would I do with it?
Here.
Thunder blade!
Burn.
Inferno crossing! I never miss!
You're mine.
My astral energy!
Raining
Water! Hear my dance in the wind! Switch air thrust! Obtain the flaming meteor! Anything normal! Inferno crossing! Healing circle! I'm gone! Hold on to your arms. Here I come! Hurricane thrust!
Who are you human?
Stop you dying?
Now you've gone and ticked me off!
Malevolent! Going in! Glacial spear! I'm ready!
Make it way. Kisara. Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone!
This.
Yeah! Nice technique!
I'm burning hell.
Raging storm!
Here I come.
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher! This one's mine!
No further.
Smash the pieces!
Here I come.
Outstanding form! Celestial hammer! Ice prison! Hear me! Hold on to your heart!
This one's
Here I
mine!
come!
Please still.
Mega ray!
Lunar Rondo.
Annihilation! Lightning condemned! Thunderblade! Ride and pound!
You're mine.
Inferno fire!
Megasonic thrust.
Lightning!
Shockwave flash.
Here!
This one's all mine. You picked the wrong one.
Where are you going?
Take this.
Raging!
I'm not done.
Banana! Water! Hear my call! Rain!
I can carve through armor!
Lightning condemned!
Take this!
Pierce evil! Going in! Illuminate the dark! Magic laser! Not in your dreams!
Here I come. I'm not done.
Steel
Lunar Rondo.
The enemy is going all out!
Nothing gets by me!
Annihilation!
You picked the wrong fight!
Tempest!
You're mine!
I don't even know the word defeat.
You're finished!
Look sharp! Here goes! Fury! Hard water! Here I come! Time to go!
You're mine!
Fury! Eat dirt! Lightning meteor! A wailing... It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire! I'll heal you all! I never miss!
You're mine!
Hurricane strike! Thunder field! I'll heal you all!
Chocolate
In a bind?
Healing circle! Damn it! Do it! Astral energy!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
That enemy looks strong. I bet it'll be worth our while to fight it. I had a bad feeling about this.
Armor won't save you!
Radiant
Raining strike! Dazzle!
Your wings won't save you from me!
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly! Forward up!
You picked the wrong fight!
Not in your dreams!
Look sharp!
This one's
Blow
mine!
away! Make it rain!
Lock! Get toasty!
Burn strike! Like more Zuko?
Keep calm and take them down!
Dazzle! Lunar Rondo! More?
Take
Here's a
this!
healing art! Sealed! First
No
aid!
further!
Hurricane strike!
Good eye!
Hear my call!
Here!
Raging cascade!
Dazzle! Lunar Rondo!
Shattering pieces! Attack time!
This one's all mine! Lunar Rondo! You picked the wrong fight!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! That'll bring you down! Now!
Lunar Rondo!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! Will this help?
My turn!
Leave the enemy's arc to me! Hurricane strike!
No complaints here!
Here goes! Dance in the wind!
Thank you for all your help.
Don't mention it.
I'm glad to know someone's got my back.
Lock! Get toasty!
Burn strike! My turn!
Reinforcements incoming! Not a problem! Confiscated! Lunar corruption! Now! Frinwell! Frozen!
Hammer!
Nicely done! Where are you going?
I'm
This
not
one's
done!
mine!
Burn in hell!
This one's mine! That'll bring you down!
Take this!
Now or never.
In here!
No further!
This one's do it! Crazy! Astral energy!
Say no more! More? Take this!
Magic is
Hurricane
there!
Gate!
Deep now!
Megasonic thrust!
Let's get you all tucked away! Now!
My turn!
Go in! Take it right! Into the sky!
Go in!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Hurricane
Do it!
thrust!
In here!
Shield!
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
Glacier
Tear!
reinforcements!
Hurricane thrust! Tear!
Look sharp!
Lunar Rondo! Blade up!
Chain between heaven and earth!
Ignite!
I never miss!
You're mine! Megasonic thrust! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! More?
Lightning condense! Hurricane strike!
Here!
Illuminate the dark! Come
It's
forth!
over!
Holy Glimmer!
You're mine!
Chain between heaven and
Delivering
earth!
Alpha!
A war dancing lightning!
Be still!
Going in!
Lunar
Do
Rondo!
it!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Water! Hear
More?
my call!
Lightning thrust!
Hurricane strike!
Lunar
Take
Going
this!
in!
The flame inside me yearns to be let free.
Illuminate the dark!
Not today!
Holy land!
Lightning flash! Okay, here I go.
A wailing Yanti of
Hurricane
lightning!
thrust!
I never miss!
Lunar Rondo!
This one's mine! Where are you going, Jake? This one's mine!
Now you see what I can do!
Burn in hell!
This one's mine!
No escape!
This one's mine!
Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alphen!
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you! Lunar blast! Now!
Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
Illuminate
My
the
turn!
dark!
Here I come! It's over!
Holy land! With this, I can become even stronger.
The Zeugles here are putting up a real fight.
That just goes to show how important this place is.
Or perhaps they simply thrived freely here under such harsh conditions.
I don't give a damn what...
Why they're here. We'll burn it all to...
The astral energy here is so dense. It's like trying to walk through water.
I know the Great Spirit's will is in the center of Rena, but with the world in this state, the entire planet has become its body, right? So doesn't that mean we're already inside it?
I would say that is horrifyingly correct. After all, the further we climb, the denser the astral energy becomes.
What's the matter, Rinwell? Are you not feeling all right?
No, it's nothing like that. It just feels like the energy here is a little more intense than it was before.
You mean Rena's energy?
Yeah. It's like when I made contact with Dana's will in the wedge. It's almost as though I can understand what Rena's will is thinking.
But Rena's will is supposed to be a lot stronger. Aren't we risking the Great Spirit controlling us if we interact with it directly?
I don't think we have to worry about that. Rena's will is only supposed to control true Renans, like the Helganquil. If we can discern what the Great Spirit is thinking too, we might learn something, a weakness. But just to be safe, let me contact it alone.
Are you insane? Rinwell, you're gonna...
Rinwell!
There was only meant to be one world. And your goal is to make them one. Is this fear? What just happened?
Are you all right? Rinwell? Rinwell, are you okay?
No, I'm fine. I think.
What were you thinking? You could have gotten yourself killed!
He's right. You had us all terrified, Rinwell.
I'm sorry. I really am. But I know now. I know how the Great Spirit thinks. I know what it wants. How it feels. Rena's Great Spirit wants to complete the world.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you saying it's trying to make something?
Yes, exactly. Originally, Dana and Rena were meant to be one world. But that never happened. They've stayed separated, and the Great Spirit wants to finish the process.
What do you mean, one world? How is that even possible?
I don't know, but its will is clear. That's what the Great Spirit is trying to accomplish. The only problem is that since Rena's energy isn't evenly spread like Dana's, it seems like it'll vanish before that happens naturally.
So it's trying to absorb Dana while it still can, so that it can force the two planets to unite. Is that what you're saying?
The Great Spirit is scared. But it's not scared the way a rational person would be. It's more raw and undiluted, like just pure fear.
Like an animal, acting out of instinct. Although, admittedly, an animal would be easier to communicate with. At the very least, I have my doubts that it recognizes us as sentient beings with a reason for coming here. Earth, water, fire, and wind energy exist in both worlds, but only darkness and light can be found within Rena and Dana, respectively. The Renis Alma, as far as we know, the only host capable of harvesting the astral energy, is composed of all six. Knowing all that, Rinwell's findings do sound plausible.
That sounds a lot like Shionne's thorns, doesn't it? The whole reason the Great Spirit is trying to unite Dana and Rena into one world is in order to save itself. And if her thorns are part of the Great Spirit, then they must also be trying to save themselves?
Alphen, what is it?
We thought the only way to free your thorns was for you to die. Yet despite that, they seem to be doing everything in their power to stop that from happening to you. Something wasn't adding up. But then I just realized something. If the Great Spirit doesn't want to die, then neither would your thorns. Those same emotions, that fear, that determination, and its energy must have been the same thing that was keeping you alive. You were its vessel.
In that case, is that why her thorns caused so much pain to anyone who touched her? Because they were trying to protect themselves?
If that's all true, then... well, it's more than a little ironic.
The Great Spirit merely expresses its desires. I imagine it was the Helganquil who were likely tasked with putting together and implementing an actual plan.
Shionne.
I'm okay. We need to hurry and clean this mess up before it gets out of hand.
Still, even if the current state of the world is wrong like you said, does that really make everything okay?
If the world had been whole from the start, as it should have been, there'd be no Dana and no Rena, no masters or slaves, no lords, no crown contest, maybe just peace.
This one's tough!
Blood Soul!
Lilith Gate!
Thunderblade! Illuminate the dark!
You want me?
Come get me!
In a bind?
You're mine!
Chain between heaven and
Lilith
earth!
Gate! You picked the wrong one! You're mine!
Far enough!
Render!
Sleep now, hold on to your heart. Here I go! Now! Astral energy! Full throttle! A flawless victory. Naturally.
You're finished!
Raging by the power of water! Feel! Make it
Totally! In an instant! Impact Cross! Not a chance!
Illuminate the dark!
Take this!
Come forward!
Do it!
Get toasty!
Burn Strike!
Looks like it could be worth something.
To think, all this started because of the Great Spirit's desire to keep living. The only reason it craves energy is because it's dying from starvation. When you think about it like that, maybe the things it's done aren't so strange after all.
If Rena had been more like Dana, things would have worked out a whole lot better.
It's like Hevrecht 35 told us. The Danon and Renan spirits are meant to be completely different beings.
Rena's energy amassing in one place led to its developing a powerful will. But that also made it crave energy, sapping Rena dry until it perished.
Whereas Dana's energy is dispersed, meaning its will never developed to the same extent. And without that hunger, Dana the planet was spared.
As for which is correct, well, I'm not sure it's our place to even say. Still, I can't help but think it reminds me a lot of the dichotomy of the human condition.
Dichotomy? What do you mean?
Those who know not satisfaction are driven to keep devouring without limit. But those who are content with their lot in life rarely fulfill their potential. I imagine it's likely that the larger Rena's great spirit grew, the more and more powerful its hunger also became.
Everything in moderation. When all's said and done, maybe that's the hardest thing for people to learn.
Won't be easy. Don't be such a pessimist.
I'm not done! Ignite!
Here I go. Lightning order! Those flying creatures are a real pain in the butt. The blackened parts are weak points.
Can't get out of bed!
Illuminate the dark. Magic fire. Holy land and ready. Where are you going? That's it.
Take this! I'm not done!
There. Illuminate the dark. Radiant light. Holy flame. Holy land. How about
The enemy are free.
you can see about that.
Brave inside me yearns to be let free!
Freeze laser.
Be still! It's too much!
Here's a healing arm.
Now I can let loose!
It's weakened.
Be still! This ends now!
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Malisa! I'll heal you all.
Take this!
I can carve through water!
The earth throbs in pain.
All right.
Thank you for all your help. Please, don't mention it. I'm glad to know someone's got my back.
You're finished!
Look sharp! One more! Going in!
This one's all mine!
Here I go! Illuminate if it's in the sky, it's mine! This one's mine! Holy land! Look sharp between heaven and earth! Lunar corruption! Wailing dancing of lightning! Leave the torches to me!
Lunar Rondo!
Divine dance in the wind!
Now we're not. You can't get out of this!
I can carve through armor! First aid! I'll fix you up! Appreciate the help! Now you've got to pick me off! Do it!
Astral energy! Full throttle!
Remember to tell me if you need healing.
I expect you'll be in high demand if that's the case.
Wherever we go on this planet, there are machines littered everywhere.
It's impressive to look at as a bystander, but I sure wouldn't want to live here with all of this around.
I know what you mean. There are no fish here. I couldn't cook any of my delicious dinners for you all if we lived here.
Hi, Hoodle!
Not today!
Freeze Lancer!
That'll bring you down!
You're finished! Outstanding form!
It's time! Take this!
Lunarongo! Lightning blade!
Look sharp!
Ready to go!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolitor!
Here's a healing arm! First aid!
Lightning! Ready and straight up! Armor won't save you!
Two-side armor!
Here I go! Be still! Lunarongo!
First aid! Round and pound!
Here we go!
Dance to the wind! Air
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me!
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Strike! I'm not done!
Graviton field!
Blow away! I have no limits! Take this!
Lunarongo!
In a bind?
Lightning condensed! Thunder touch! Healing circle!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here, let me help!
Take this!
On guard!
Blow away!
Laser speed! Dirt! I never miss!
Ha! Eat!
Anything in armor is all mine!
On guard!
I'll smash you!
Annihilation!
Strike!
Robot!
Blow away!
Raging cascade!
Lightning thrust!
Inferno crossing!
Rising Phoenix!
Freeze Lancer! Denied! Illuminate the sun!
I'm not done!
It's over! Astral energy! Full throttle! Not too shabby, if I do say so myself.
Far more than the power I can conjure alone, that's for sure.
Was that a compliment?
Don't get careless!
Don't tell me!
Now or never!
Can't get out of this! No matter what! Nothing gets past my shield!
Lunarongo! The flame is coming!
Outstanding
Yours
form!
to be let free! Here I come! You're finished! Hurricane thrust!
A wailing dancing lightning! Freeze Lancer!
charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Here I come!
This one's mine. Shattering the pieces.
Hurricane Storm!
That'll bring you down.
Require complete annihilation!
Not a chance!
Nothing gets by me.
I'm not done! Dazzle! Lunar Rondo!
Take this!
I'll be safe
Soda!
Royal Power!
In a bind?
Lunar Rondo! Not today!
What would I do without you? I owe you, Sion. Healing is what my art can best. All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction. Here's a healing art. A chain between heaven and earth.
Here I go!
Now you're getting serious?
Glacial
Soda!
Spear.
How
Here's
about
the
Rondo!
Steel. Freeze Lantern.
Sword Lane Alpha!
Here, let me help. Hold on to your art. Here I come.
Dazzle!
Hear my call. A chain
Hurricane
between
Storm!
heaven and earth.
Devastation!
A wailing Banshee of lightning. Glacial Spear.
Ready and ready. I can carve through armor!
You're mine!
Here's a healing art.
Lightning Thrust! Burn in hell!
A wailing Banshee of
Lunar
lightning.
Rondo!
I'm ready. I never miss.
Blow away!
Guardian Field!
Lunar Rondo!
Here's a healing art.
Hurricane
Raging
Get out of
Cascade.
this!
First aid.
Soda!
Their arts were interrupted!
Let's keep
Lunar Rondo! Here!
Tiger Blade.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Will this help?
Here I come! Blue Escape!
In
Lunar Rondo! I owe you one!
Thanks for the healing. Watch yourself, okay? Yeah. You too. Sion, Astral Energy. Full throttle.
A flawless victory.
Naturally.
Lunar Rondo!
Hurricane Foot.
Hurricane Thrust!
One more.
Hurricane Dawn! Not today!
Hold on to your art. Here I come.
Lunar Rondo!
Here's a healing art.
I can carve through armor!
Inferno Crossing between heaven and earth.
Drops in pain.
A wailing Banshee of lightning.
Glacial Spear.
Pierce evil. This one's mine.
Lightning Thrust!
Freeze Field.
Lunar Rondo!
Get out there with you.
Hurricane Thrust!
This one's mine.
Tear!
Denied. It's
Pissed
Delta
off!
Ray.
Burn in hell!
Hurricane Foot. There you go. Don't let
Hurricane
that.
Thrust! Tear!
Inferno Crossing. This
Where are
one's
you
mine.
going?
Dazzle!
Hurricane Foot.
Thrust!
Mega Ray. Inferno Crossing. Flying Lightning.
Lightning Thrust! Lunar Rondo!
Drops in pain.
Hurricane Foot.
No further! Dazzle!
Go in.
Lunar Rondo!
One more.
Blue Escape!
One more. Dance in the wind. Here's a healing Hurricane Thrust.
Shattering those pieces!
Attack us. Here.
Eat dirt!
Thunder Fury. Go in. Confiscated.
Dazzle! Lunar Rondo!
Amazing.
Tiger Blade. Make it rain.
Trigger!
Astral Energy.
Say no more! That astral energy was incredible!
I gave it everything I had.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Far enough!
Damn it! My turn!
This one's mine.
Hurricane Strike! Water!
This
Lightning Sonic Thrust!
Glacial Spear! Pierce evil!
Take this!
That'll bring you down.
Blow away!
Do it. Get toasty.
Burn strike!
Here, let me help.
Ruin! Give it time!
All right, I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Malika. Will this help?
Burn in hell!
Thank you for all your
Do
help.
it. Go for it. Prepare to crumble. Think we overdid it? Not by a long shot. Now, I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
My turn!
Take this! Now you see what I can do!
Ridwell! Frozen!
Hammer!
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Far enough! Not on my watch! Going in! Radiant Inferno!
Strike!
Holy Light! Chain between heaven and earth!
Ignite! One more! Flaming thrust! Lunarungo! Start! Lunarungo!
Take this! In a bind?
It's over!
Amazing.
Lunarungo!
Alright! Eat dirt! Where are you going? This one's mine! One more! This one's mine!
Demon Blade!
Between heaven and earth! Lightning!
Take
that!
I'll smash you!
I'll be saving
Stardust! It's gone! Burn in hell!
Appreciate the help.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
Here I come! No further! Stardust!
I owe you one back! Arc Seal!
Miraculous!
Lunar Corruption!
Shield
and Mace! Gemini Aqua! Lightning Cadet!
I'll stop its charge.
Thanks, Kisara! Going
Try
in!
harder! Not a chance!
Raging
I'm not
Storm!
done! The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Hurricane Flight!
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare Demolisher!
Lunar Corruption!
Strike!
Tiger Blade!
Lunarungo!
Illumin in the sky! It's mine!
Stardust!
Here's a healing art! First aid!
Now my clothes are ruined.
Dance in the wind!
You!
All right, let me
Air
at it.
thrust! A chain between heaven and earth!
You require
A
help.
wailing dancing of lightning!
Here, let me help.
First aid!
Switch!
Try harder! Here I come! You picked the wrong fight!
Water!
Denied!
Here I come!
Here, do it!
Doubly! In an instant! Impact Block!
Remember to tell me if you need healing.
I expect you'll be in high demand if that's the case.
So those thorns of Shion's, they're really a part of Rena's Great Spirit?
Most likely, but only a small fragment of it in the big picture. I don't sense a will of its own emanating from them.
If it's that insignificant, is there that much point getting rid of it?
What's that huge Zuko over?
The sword-wielding Zugo?
And not just one, but four!
It thinks 2 extra hands is enough to beat me. It's sorely mistaken!
Let's just focus on what's important.
Take it!
Bloody hell dream!
Be still! Lunarungo!
Thunderblade! Radiant Flight! Between heaven and earth!
Glacial Fire!
A wailing dancing of lightning! Thunder Ray!
It's here! Discharge!
Now or never!
Hear me!
Can't get out of
Fury! Burning Thrust!
Glacial Spear!
Here's the lightning!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Let the Fortune handle this! Hurricane Flight!
Take it!
This one's mine.
Lunarungo!
Glacial Spear!
Here's the
Stardust!
Lightning
Going in.
Raging Cascade!
Mirage!
Hurricane
Down!
Seal!
On
Get
guard!
on in there with the others!
Will this help?
One at a time! Healing Ray!
Okay, here I
Dance in
go!
the wind!
This one's mine! Sleep now! And just like that, I'm back in it! Start by holding the front line! No sooner said than done!
Lunar Rondo!
Inferno crossing!
You picked the wrong fight!
Water!
Switch
Hurricane Thrust! Lunar Rondo!
Shattering of pieces! So now you're getting serious?
Be still! Lunar Rondo!
Look sharp!
Devastation!
Hurricane Look sharp!
No escape! You picked the wrong fight!
Let's keep up the pressure!
Burning
In a bind?
Hurricane Field! Here's evil!
Leave the soldiers to me!
Illuminate the dark!
Lunar Rondo!
Down! You're off!
Illuminate the dark!
Time to shine!
Holy Land!
You're on! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Will this help?
Take this! Try harder! You're mine! Lightning Thrust!
Now!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Take this!
Glacial
Lunar
Fire!
Rondo!
Tiger Blade!
Illuminate the dark!
Devastation!
Inferno Crossing! Shattering of pieces! Attack time! Igneous Discharge!
No further! The flame inside me yearns to be let free! You
It
picked
looks
the wrong
like you got
fight!
this one covered! Illuminate the dark! They're not playing around!
One more!
Holy Land!
Going in!
Heaven and Earth!
Try harder!
A will
Not
to
yet!
see a light!
Far enough! If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Divine State dance in the wind! Hero!
This one's mine! Piercing roar!
Dance in the wind!
Hurricane Strike!
Lightning Thrust!
Going in!
Lunar Rondo!
Hurricane Strike! On guard!
Take this!
No, to pull myself together! Anything in armor is all mine!
It's weakened!
Smash you!
This ends now!
Thank you for all your help.
Please, don't mention it.
I'm glad to know someone's got my back. My head's spinning just watching!
You're mine! Strike! Raining Slash!
Here's a healer!
First aid! I owe you one for that.
I'm almost inside. I said almost. Don't get carried away.
Denied!
Don't let up!
This one's mine!
No further!
Laser Spear!
Evil! Banana, let's go!
If it's in the sky, you made me angry. That was a bad idea.
Eat dirt!
Dance in the wind!
Inferno Crossing!
Blew away!
Going in!
Outstanding form!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Molotov! Anything in armor is all mine!
Here I come!
Look sharp!
Raining Slash!
That's it!
Here's the
No
ball!
escape!
Thunder!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Got rid of the sword!
Looks like I won after all!
Except it doesn't look like that thing's
Their
finished
arcs
yet.
were interrupted.
Not by a long shot.
No further! Burn in hell! Take this! Crush! Raining slash! Lunar Rondo!
Burning!
Stardust! Devastation!
Round and curl!
Flaming thrust! Mirage!
Here, let me help.
First
aid! Hold on to your arm. Here I come!
Shattering
pieces! Will this help? Light astral energy!
Lunar Rondo!
Take this! Here, let me help. I owe you, Sion. Healing is what my art do best.
Now!
All my doing is take it down in destruction.
Look sharp! Blow away! Tremor!
Astral energy!
Say no more.
I'll heal you all.
Take this!
Raging
I'm not
cascade.
done!
Look sharp!
Raining slash! Flaming thrust! Now you let loose! Lunar Rondo!
Tiger blade! Annihilation! Mega ray! The enemy is going all out! Mega ray! Hurricane strike!
Megasonic thrust!
This one's mine!
Flaming thrust!
Leave the charges to me! Spirit flame! Reload! Hurricane strike!
Not today! Lunar Rondo!
It's time!
In a bind?
Now you see what I can do! Here goes!
Okay.
Flaming meteor!
Flaming thrust!
Inferno crossing!
Lunar Rondo! Devastation! Hurricane thrust!
Flaming meteor!
Here I come!
Shield and
Try harder! My turn!
Hurricane strike! That'll bring you down!
Crush! Be still!
One more!
Lunar Rondo!
Holy land! Out of flaming meteor!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Right.
Glacial spear! Fierce evil!
Take this!
I'll heal you all!
This!
Tempest whirl!
Far enough!
I'll heal you all!
Law, I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
I feel sprightlier than before.
A dead end, huh?
Why don't we just use this?
Wait!
Jeez! Don't scare me like that! What, is there something wrong with it?
No, it's not that. It's just... this is it. Whatever it is, we're about to find out.
It's the moment of truth. There's no turning back now till we've won. Either we get through this, or we vanish along with the rest of the world as we know it. Is everyone ready?
We've come this far. I'm not about to turn tail now. I say we knock this thing out and head back home.
It's time to relegate the past to where it belongs. It's been a long journey getting here, but it ends now.
No. This isn't the end. Once we've overthrown the old order, there's still the task of creating a new world.
A world without divisions, where no one cares whether you're Danon or Renan, or if you have magic or not. You're right. We have to win this. Woohoo!
Let's get going then. After all, our future awaits.
Our future. One. Free of tyranny and exploitation. For the freedom to live with those we hold dear. And for a new era. Let's go! Are we on that giant flower?
We're finally here then.
But then, where is the core of the Great Spirit? Or the Renaissalma, for that matter.
According to Hevrek 35, this should be where we find the core.
Rinwell, do you sense anything?
This is definitely where the energy of the Great Spirit is strongest, but what's giving off the most energy is the flower we're standing on.
That said, we're not gonna be able to destroy something this huge. You want me to hit it and see what happens?
Hey, look!
Renaissalma!
Is that like Dana's astral energy? But why?
What?
Stay sharp! Something's coming! saying that this is the Great Spirit's core?
And in order to fight us, it's taken on this form?
My thorns. I feel them whirling inside me. They're getting restless. I'm certain of it. This is the source of my thorns, and of my visions. This is the darkness that will consume all existence.
What do we do now? Rena's almost inside that thing. I don't think we'll win this fight without it.
We have to get it back. We will find a way somehow.
Agreed. And now that it has a physical form, cutting through it's what we'll do.
Great Spirit, I understand you want to live. You've made that very clear. However, if you're planning on destroying everything, then first, you'll have to get through us. Everyone, let's go!
We're not energy for you to consume, and we're not puppets for you to control!
Only humankind has a right to determine their own future. We will never let something like you take that away from us.
I'm sorry, but we won't let you take any more away from us. We'll do whatever it takes to stop you.
I fight to quell the sounds of anguish from our world, that it may be filled with joy and peace once again.
Give it back. Give it all back. Give us back our world and give me back my own life.
Once and for all, we are going to end centuries of terror and death. Right here, right now. Ignite!
Can't be quiet here. Here's the Hurricane Luna!
Now or never. On guard! No further!
One more! My Astrolina!
Luna Rock!
Look here!
Hurricane Thrust!
Lightning
Look
Attack!
over!
Hurricane Holy Cloud!
Armor won't save you!
Leave the here between heaven and earth! Away with it! They're not playing around! Hurricane Luna! In here! Let's get you all tucked away! Healing Circle!
I owe you one for that!
Thank you for all your help.
Please.
I'm glad to know someone's got my back.
Hurricane Strike!
Be still!
Here goes!
Devastation!
Hard Steel! Confiscate!
Take this! No further!
Let me help! Lightning Condemn! Tiger Blade! Illuminate the dark! Come forward! I owe you, Tion.
Healing is what my arts do best. All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction.
Hurricane Strike!
Look sharp! Take
Try
this!
harder! Not a chance!
Anything in armor is all mine! I can carve through armor!
Hurricane Strike! and red! I'll be
That'll bring you down.
On guard!
Thunder Field!
Leave the charges to me.
Radiant!
Not today!
Here's a healing art! Now!
Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
The enemy is going all out!
Luna!
Glowing light!
Now, prepare for these seas!
Take this!
Maximum burn!
Megasonic Thrust!
Piercing roar! Hear my call!
Right here. I got you.
Lightning radiant!
What in the world is this round thing?
Oh, Tech. Is this a Lord's handiwork?
I'm past being surprised.
I say we destroy it, and quick! Flaming Thrust!
Seal!
Be still! Luna Rondo!
I'll heal you all!
Can't move!
Come on. You have to hold on.
It's go time! I'll smash you!
Thanks so much! Luna President! Radiant!
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Malisa!
Here, let me help!
An astral point?
That's my cue!
Shut him!
Murarondo! Not today!
They're not playing around! A chain between heaven and earth. A wailing banshee of lightning!
Anything in armor is all mine! Armor won't save you! Look out!
It's too much!
And just like that, I'm back in it. Start by holding the front line. No sooner said than done.
Here! Get on in there with the others! Healing circle! Water! Clear my car! Burning strike! Glacial radiance! Here's the
Murarondo! Devastation!
Denied!
I'm not done! No escape!
Let's keep
Murarondo!
We do it!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
After all that, it's still standing. Just how strong is this thing?
It doesn't matter. We just have to keep kicking its ass until it bites the dust!
The Great Spirits!
Damn. Must have been conserving its energy for an escape.
That bastard took off with the Renis Alma!
We can't stand here and wait for it to come back. We'll have to follow it through there.
You're right. I don't like it, but we've got no choice.
Yeah. No matter what, we can't let it get away.
All right. Let's go.
I'm surprised we can stand here at all. What in the hell is this place?
Beats me. I've never seen anything like it. More importantly, where's the Great Spirit?
Look! Over there!
What in the world? It's changing shape?
Oh, this is bad. It looks like it's regaining all of its energy. It's going to grow even bigger than before.
Damn it. Come on. We've got to find a way to...
Watch out! Something's heading our way!
Guess they're here to try to stop us. There's so many of them.
That means we've got it running scared. Let's take these out and keep moving!
Get out of our way already!
I didn't expect such base tactics from a supreme being.
You can't assume we're fighting something that thinks like a human!
Whatever it is, it's wasting time that we don't have.
Yeah, not only that, but that thing is getting bigger by the minute.
It's starting to slow down the more it flows. We should be able to catch up soon enough.
We just need to hold on. Stay strong, everyone, and stand your ground!
Murarondo!
I'm all stuck up!
Stardust!
Illuminate the dark!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Done! I'll leave it to you!
Lightning!
Shockwave!
Sleep now.
Look sharp.
Healing circle!
I owe you one.
Hurricane strike!
This one's all mine!
Field! Here's a healing art!
Eat this!
First aid! Going in!
Here I come!
Go!
Be still!
Handle this!
Murarondo!
Where are you going?
Stardust!
Piercing roll.
Sword Lane Alpha!
Back into the
Castle!
fray! Look sharp!
Murarondo!
Power ray!
Devastation!
Armor won't save you!
Tear!
No further!
Hurricane Thrust! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! This one's all mine!
Come forth! Here goes! Here, let me help your dreams!
Lightning Thrust!
Do it!
no more!
Lightning!
Be still!
Steering
Lunarongo!
Lightning orb!
Stardust!
Now!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Mega Ray!
Dazzle!
I never miss! Dance in the wind! Air drop! Healing art! How about this? Hot force! Holy glimmer! Lightning! Holy flow! Go here! Hear my power! A wailing
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malika! Here, let me go!
Burn!
Lunar Perfect!
In a bind?
Anything more hard? Fury!
I can carve through
Burning
armor!
strike!
Here, let's
Try harder! Not a chance! No escape! It's on! Burn in hell!
Lightning
Lunarongo!
Lightning condense! Thunder blade! A chain between heaven and earth! Healing circle! A wailing energy of lightning!
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Divine savior!
That'll bring you down!
I have no limits!
7 on the hook!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here's a healing art!
Do it!
Come through! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Here, chain between
Now!
heaven and earth!
You're mine!
On guard!
A wailing energy of lightning!
Dazzle! Prepare to be sealed!
Lunar
No
corruption!
further!
Guardian!
Lunarongo!
I'm ready to
Stardust! You're up!
Ready to help!
How about this? All mine! Burn!
Look sharp!
You're mine!
Denied!
Lightning here! Flame of fury! Now! Here's evil!
Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
Brace yourselves! We're going to crash!
We caught up to it!
Hold on. Why did it stop absorbing the energy from Dana?
Like it or not, it lacks the means to do so whilst fighting us. We've become the bigger threat and forced its hand.
All right then. Let's get to work so we can take back the Renaissance.
This madness ends! Right here! Now! And this time, we really mean it!
We've all come so far. We've faced so much. We can't get through this. Together!
Naturally. We are all leaving this fight alive.
Hell, I'm just getting warmed up. You ain't seen nothing yet.
The Great Spirit's getting desperate. So stay on your toes, everyone.
Here I come!
We require a hand.
On guard!
This one's all mine!
On guard!
Its power's overwhelming.
Then let's whittle down that thing's power. Go!
Right. Let's start with the arm.
Let's do this, Law!
Leave it to me.
Everyone, I'm counting on you.
Lunarongo!
Divide!
Here I come! Lunarongo!
Far up!
Here! At once!
Lunarongo!
Annihilation! Raging lightning!
It's too much.
I'll heal you all! Between heaven and earth! Healing shot! A wailing fury of lightning!
To be let free!
Water! Here on call! Dance in the wind! Here's evil! You and me! From here on out! We did it!
I can do!
Here, let me help.
In a bind?
Going amazing! All that astral energy!
I don't like the look of this.
We have to stop it! It's fast! Take it!
How about this?
Here I come! One more! I'm not done!
Here goes!
Lightning flash!
They're on for interrupted! Where you go?
Burn!
Is everyone okay?
Still alive somehow. That's what you mean.
Here, let me heal you.
Photon Hurricane Strike! Healing Circle! Raging Cascade! Thanks to Spread! Hurricane Strike! Going in! Here's a healing arc! A wailing dancing! First aid!
Here goes!
Crescent Moon! Lightning! Downfall! Glacial Spear!
Carved
Here's the
through
evil!
armor! The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
No more dithering.
Our future begins here!
Always impressive.
I guess that makes two of us then.
Now all that's left is the middle!
Let's do it!
You may be strong. Can't move!
Don't give up! Raging
Take
Cascade!
it! Lightning thrust! Lunar Rondo!
Hurricane Strike! Lunar Corruption! We dream!
Armor won't save you!
Raging
they're all
Cascade! A Hurricane Strike!
Get out of this!
Can't
A
move!
wailing dancing... Lightning!
Here goes!
Here's the evil! In the wind! Air freeze laser!
Burn up!
Glacial Spear! Here's the evil!
This is looking good!
Freeze laser! Come on! Who wants... Came between heaven and earth. A wailing dancy of lightning! Divine Savior! Dance in the wind!
Here's the
I'll be saving this one! Here's a healing arm! Raging Storm!
Take this! Can't get out of this!
With the marks level! Hurricane Arctic Waterfall!
Attack time! I can carve through armor!
I'll heal you all! Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Inferno Cross! Healing
Flame
Arctic!
inside me yearns to be let free!
This wailing dancing of lightning! Here's the evil! Field! Freeze laser! Isn't far enough!
Dazzle!
Going in!
Lunar Rondo!
This one's mine!
You're mine!
Lightning Meteor!
I can do without this pain!
This one's mine!
Lunar Rondo!
Lunar Arc! Between heaven and earth!
Now we're not.
Who wants to die?
In a bind?
Photon Lightning Thrust! Arctic Waterfall! Healing Freeze!
I can't! Carve through armor!
Came between heaven and earth! That's it! A wailing dancing
How
of
about
field!
this? Hurricane thrust!
Not in your dreams!
Tear! Hurricane thrust! Devastation! This one's all mine!
Between heaven and
You
earth!
picked the wrong fight!
A wailing dancing of wedding!
Lunar Rondo!
This is it! Denied! In here! This one's mine!
Soda!
Lightning Meteor! Raging Storm! More with that shield and the light!
Be still!
Razor
The enemy wields arcs too.
We'll soon see about
Get out
that!
of this!
Lunar Rondo!
Burning! Going in! Glacial Spear! Inferno Crossing! Freeze Laser!
it!
This ends now!
Alphen!
Both fine. We're going to start the ceremony now, before it can recover. Shionne.
Yeah.
Returned, just as I told you I would.
Hurry! The Great Spirit is reviving itself!
Absorbing the Great Spirit!
Apologies. I can't suppress it for very long.
Hand it over right now. Use this to defeat the Great Spirit. Which is precisely why I'm here. Stand aside and watch. So then you know how to destroy the Great Spirit. Just as well as you and your sorry lot. The Great Spirit that tried to control me will be annihilated.
I won't let you do that!
Yet do it I shall. And there's nothing you can do to stop me. You bastard! I shall fulfill my duty as a ruler. With this power, I'll bury that woman and the Great Spirit. Then this charade will finally end.
Save everyone. And Shionne!
Silence. I'll tear you apart.
power, what will you do?
My dominion shall reign over all existence. Nothing else matters.
That's it? This is so you can rule over all existence just because?
Despicable as they were, even the other ones, even the Great Spirit had a future in mind. You had nothing. Only death. So what? It matters little to me. You are pathetic. Truly pathetic. And you're not. You are a failure. Empty. Sovereign who couldn't even die in his own time as he was meant to.
You're right. I used to wonder why I was still alive after so long.
But there are things in this world, in the here and now, that are worth protecting. That's why I'm still here.
And I won't let you take them away! No escape! Raining slash! Strike! Dazzle!
Why do you resist?
Here I come! Blow away! The flame inside me! You picked the wrong fight! You are nothing! Megasonic thrust! You control others to keep from being controlled, but that's a path of never-ending hatred! Don't you understand? It can only end in destruction. The only way to avoid it is with forgiveness!
The words of a coward. The weakness disgusts me.
You're wrong. It takes true power to forgive!
I have no use for forgiveness. The strong shall always triumph here.
You say that because you've been alone so long. If you had anyone to turn to, a single friend, someone to love, people who would support and guide you, you can't have been alone your whole life. All I remember is the lashes of whips. Each strike spread steel and fire across my back. The masters who killed and the slaves who sacrificed their compatriots that they might live. There is no love, no friendship, not there or anywhere else. Is there no way for you to see this differently? Enough! You gamble the fate of this world to save a single life, and yet I was the evil one? How utterly ridiculous. It's true. Maybe it is selfish of me to want to save her, but I swore that I would let no one else be sacrificed instead. I can't bear to see her die. You and I are so much more alike than I had ever imagined. No, we're not. I want a world built on kindness, on giving, on warmth. You take and destroy. I am nothing like you.
Explosive ring! Searing gale! Crucial! All others shall be banished! Here I come! Try harder! My turn! Here I come! Try harder! The blazing sword, with the power Shion has bestowed upon me. I'll take you down! Hold nothing back! Infernal torrent! It's over! You are the last obstacle impeding my progress! Die! That's my line! I'll show you the limits of your solitude! What you've done is evil. There's no denying that. I know. You didn't walk your path out of weakness, but merely from misguided strength. Misguided because you were alone. Because you had no friends to keep you on the straight and narrow. No one to use all that strength for, other than yourself. That loneliness could make a monster out of anyone. Out of me. I understand. And I forgive you, Vholran.
I don't need your victor's pity. And you can choke on your vain forgiveness.
Don't!
You wish to save this world? To make your selfish dreams into reality? If you choose to walk that path, you choose a path of betrayal, despair, and corruption. And in the darkness at the end, I'll be waiting for you! Vholran!
I'm sorry. The Renis Alma is...
Yes. But you still possess the blazing sword. It may not be quite as strong as the Renis Alma, but nonetheless...
I can't. I would never. It would kill you!
My thorns, they're... Soon the great astral spirit will break free. And when that happens, no one will be spared. But there's still time. You can still destroy the thorns. And me with them.
But that's exactly what we've been fighting to prevent. I promised I would find a way to save you.
You did. I know. But I don't want you to die either. So please, don't let me be the end of the world.
That's it. Look! The path Dana's energy flowed through is still open. We can use it to call out to Dana's will!
Alphen, what are you saying?
Don't you remember? Rinwell said there was a little bit of Dana's will inside all of us. If there is a way everyone can come together to form Dana's will, then maybe we can ask for it to help us, to find us a way out of this.
Are you really saying that if all of Dana thinks of saving us, it will become the will of the planet itself? That's madness.
Maybe so, but it's the only way we can save you. And the only way to save Rena, too.
To save Rena?
That's right. Rena's will never had evil intent. If we're saving everyone, that includes them. I don't want to live in a world without you, Shionne. And I'm tired of living a life built on death.
Alphen, I'm with you.
collective will of Dana, hear my plea! I want to save Shion! And I want to save Rena too! I want to end this cycle of one joy, constantly being sacrificed for another's pain! So please, grant us your strength! Let's go!
I want to feel your hair likeいつも